Hello everyone, SirMonkeySuit, Azabi here, back again with Kuroko and a basket. We are on episode 12 of season 1, and in the last episode we had our first full episode against Shutoku, and yeah, we're kind of in a bit of a struggling period right now because Midorima is taking shots from his own half, not only that, from his own fucking net, and he's making the shots. So yeah, he can shoot from anywhere on the court, and it's gonna go in. So, realistically, I think the best course of action here is, I mean, it's kind of, it's what Seirin does anyway. Like, you know, it was already stated that in Seiho that their game gets better as the game goes on. Like, they need to, like, sort of, like, warm up, you know, and get into the game before they start, you know, like, shutting the other team down and everything like that. And in particular, I think it's going to be up to Kagami to do something here. That he's going to have to just block his shots. You know, because I mean that's what happened with you know, the likes of when he was going up against Kisen, for example, like when he was going up against Papa, right? That over the course of the game he just when he jumps he just gets higher and higher, right? So he needs to just up that energy level so that he can get to Midorima quick enough to block his shots, to stop him from taking them, because those 3 points, they're adding up quick. So, you know, I think it's really up to Kagami there. And at the end of last episode, we could see him, like, really getting fired up. So I believe that that's really what's going to happen. And yeah, I mean, I forgot to talk about the last episode, the post-discussion of Kagami's one-man alley-oop, which is great. It's great when you can pull out something that catches the opponent off guard, you know, and something that they just completely would not expect. So that was really cool. Like, it in a way, it was his own misdirection, right? Because when he shot it, Midorima and all of them followed the ball. It's exactly what, you know, stop focusing on the ball, focus on me, you know? Because they all looked at the ball, Kagami was gone, and he already went for it. So, yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, and also Tako as well, with him having his own style of you know, misdirection, and his Hawkeye, being able to see people and basically, you know, marking and keeping Kuroko completely out of the game. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with him. I think it's right to have somebody else have to focus on Takao. So I think it's going to have to be Izaki. It makes sense considering the fact it's going to be like Hawkeye versus Eagle Eye. You know, and he was the one that pointed that out. So it makes sense to me that you would have to have somebody else for Takao to focus on, and not have Tako's full focus on Kuroko, because otherwise there's no point in being on the court otherwise. So yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, there's nothing else we talk about. We're going to get episode 12. If you do want to go watch the reaction, the link is in the description below to the 10-minute version. There's also a link to the full length. If you do want to watch it in full and not just the 10-minute version, then that is there for you as well. But yeah, nothing else to really talk about, so we're going to get in episode 12 and see what we get. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, episode 12. Right, well, yeah, I mean, I'm glad we've gotten everything sorted out and Kuroko's coming back into the game. He says he's going to take it up another level, so, I mean, to what degree? Because I don't know how much it is of, like, you know, if you're taking it up another level, you've still got Tako to worry about, right? And that's, like, my point. Like, I don't know in what way he means taking it up another level. I guess it depends in what form. Like, if it's passing the ball, then I guess he's taking it up, like, he's going to make passes that are even, hopefully passes that are, like, really hard to intercept or block, or steal, as they talk about it. It's pretty much an interception, isn't it? So it's basically, you know, getting it past Tako, really. So I figure that's the way that he's going to up his game, you know. And now that we've had the whole, like, Kagami taking him on individually, he's not going to need to exert himself as much. The only thing that I will say is that it does. The problem still remains is that Midorima can just sit there and take shots. And Kagami's not gonna have the legs to be able to block them now, you know? That being said, he did manage to do it a few times. He got 2 which were fingertips. One of them still went in. The other one was a rebound. And the last one that he did was just a straight up fucking reject. This, it's just not going to happen. So, it's good at this point, the fact that Midorima has now acknowledged him as a player now, and for a second there he was like, shit, fucking hell, what's going on here? But yeah, so I mean, yeah, so Kisei's thoughts coming true to a degree. Like, I mean, it's just a case of, will this crop up again? But it was back in like episode 5 or whatever, where Kisei was saying, like, there'll come a time where Kagami's gonna feel like he's gonna have to fight on his own, and with his abilities ever increasing, like, the gap just keeps widening between him and the team. So, he sees that, and it's up to Kuroko to cool him down. I mean, literally, when you look at the design of their characters, it's literally like, one's cool, like almost ice colored hair. The other one's like red, fucking fiery, like all the time, And even that personality's just working in that way as well. But yeah, Kuroko's the one that calmed him down by giving him a fucking good old thump in the cheek. He got one back for his trouble, but Kuroko doesn't care. So yeah, I mean, it was cool to see Kagami like really just up his game to a level where he could take them all on. But yeah, I mean, realistically, we can't just let him, be doing that forever. I mean, it is about the team, so, it was cool to see, though. And yeah, they brought up the fucking horoscopes again. For God's sake. So, right. Interestingly enough, I think they changed the horoscopes from last time, at least the subtitles. Because I'm sure before the game had even started, I think even before they played against Seiho, when Kisei was listening to it, right? It said that, yeah, Cancers were going to have a great day, and that Aquarius weren't. But then the subtitles in this episode said that Aquarius should keep it quiet. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad day, does it? Like, that doesn't... It just means that, I mean, in terms of the way that Kuroko actually plays basketball, and even when he doesn't play basketball, his whole persona revolves around this whole thing of, like, he's got little presence, and he doesn't stand out, and he tends to keep it quiet. So him doing just what he usually does, I don't think it's specifically, if we're talking about horoscopes and if that has any fucking bearing on this show whatsoever, which I keep saying it can't, I don't think it does. But, it just means that he's, I don't think he's going to have a bad day. And with him coming on next episode, I believe him when he says he's going to up his game, and they're going to pull out some major players. So, yeah, it's going to be cool to see that. More in the horoscopes territory, Kagami being a Leo, which, we didn't get that horoscope until this episode, which was that, Cancers are going to have a great day, but beware the Leo. You know what I mean? Be wary when going up against one. Which is a cool moment. Even though the horoscope thing, I'm like, whatever. But it was a cool moment. And yeah, I mean, here's the one thing, right? So, with Kuroko coming on next episode, right? Now, not only can he up his game, but he's been observing, right? So he got this camera. And I don't know where he got the camera from. He didn't even specify who recorded the first half. He just said somebody taped the first half, and he was looking at Tako, right? Who? Like, I don't know. Did he hire someone? Did he give someone, like, record the game for me so that I can look at it at half time? Where did he get it from? Like, it wasn't like anyone on the bench, or it wasn't the coach. You know what I mean? The only people I could even consider, like, who would do that we know of is, like, Kisei. But from what I remember, like, he's never been seen holding the camera, right? I don't know. just fuck it. It's just odd. Like, it just came out of nowhere. Like, just like, oh yeah, someone recorded the first half. Like, okay, I don't know where he got it from, but yeah. So we're gonna have to see what happens next time. It's gonna be a case of Kuroko. Yeah, he's just gonna have to up his game, not just for Kagami, but for the rest of them as well, rest of the team, and you know, hopefully take Tako really out of the game. And make his positioning, you know, not mean anything. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, I mean, at this point, I still have no idea where. I don't know where I don't know if we're gonna win. Put it that way. I mean, when Kagami blocked, like, was starting to actually get a hold on Midorima, I was thinking, right, now we have a shot here. But now with him being overexerted, his legs are gone to the point where he'll not be able to jump as high, he'll not be able to get to Midorima as fast. You know, and he's the only one that can stop that shot. So I don't know. It could go anywhere, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, we're what, halfway through the season. So if we're talking meta, then I would assume that we won. But I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see on the mana of whether or not we lose or if we win. But yeah, that's all I've got. But you can go watch episode 13 and 14 right now if you want to. If you want to go over to my Patreon and become an early access tier patron, you can get access to those 2 episodes and watch them right now. So yeah, go and enjoy that if you do want to. There's also $10 for the full length over on my Patreon as well if you want to watch the episodes in full, not just the 10-minute cut version. And then there's another tier where the exclusive tier, where you can pay to, you know, get access to movie reactions and things like that. So yeah, go have a look at those tiers anyway, see what they offer. But that's all I got, so thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.